Welcome. I'm Kinetic Symphony. I hunt down and report on weird and true mysterious stories, from glitches to the paranormal. Would you like even more content? Here's my Patreon. Now onto the stories.
Case file number 1062, written by Anonymous. I witnessed a cart teleport at 50 miles an hour. This happened last year, and is quite easily the most insane thing that I have ever experienced in my life, besides a certain trip when I was 20. I am now 25. I work at an international racetrack just north of Pittsburgh. We have a nationally renowned karting track, and a huge racing organization was there for the weekend doing a national title race, USPKS. I was actually off that weekend, and the karting director called me at like 6:30 that morning on Saturday and asked me if I could pick up a shift because someone called off. So I did, and I came in to work the track as a flagger. I never worked for the karting, really. I'm the race control for the road course, so I know how to use the flags and rules, etc. I'm on a sheltered wooden platform near the back of the track in turn 12. Got my radio on me and my flags, race is going on, and I'm just hanging out watching carts fly by me at like 50 miles per hour, making sure no one gets flucked up or goes off the track. I see a cart coming out of turn 11. It's a slight right-hand bend, and then goes 500 feet into turn 12, which is a mean right-hand turn. My platform is directly in between these two turns, and off the track another 50 feet, so if I'm staring straight, I can easily see the section of track from 11 to 12. As soon as a cart comes out of 11, maybe another 50 feet, it literally skipped to turn 12. It teleported. There was no linear movement or increase in speed. I did not blink or close my eyes. It was at 11, and then suddenly 12. Even if I did blink, there is absolutely no way the cart itself was moving fast enough to cover that amount of distance in the time my eyes would have been closed. What's even more flucked up, and also backs up if I did happen to blink, is that the sound of the cart teleported as well. I started to faintly hear it come up to 11, and then it was a distinct engine braking of a two-stroke when it came to 12 to brake hard and take the turn in a matter of a mere millionth of a fraction of a second. I couldn't believe what happened, and my heart felt like it literally stopped, and it almost triggered a full-blown panic attack. I have moderate anxiety. I couldn't stop thinking about what the fuck just happened. I didn't tell anyone, no one would have believed me, and I still have never told anyone this before because it just seems so outlandish and unbelievable. I know what I've seen, and the cart absolutely went through some sort of time and space warp, or I don't even fucking know. I really don't. And I'm very glad other people have seen weird crap like this too. FYI, no drugs, alcohol, sleep deprivation, heat exhaustion, nothing. I was 100% conscious and clear-minded when this happened. I have seen hundreds of thousands of laps completed, and this has never ever happened once.
Case notes for file 1062. I witnessed a cart teleport at 50 miles an hour. So I'm very curious exactly what the racer in the cart saw and felt. The distance wasn't so great that it's inexcusable from their perspective, they were moving so fast. For instance, they could just think, oh, so much adrenaline, my mind literally just didn't process a few seconds, and now I'm all the way up here. In a high-octane race like that, I could see it happening. Another case of space-time warping, but more curious, only affecting one racer. If it's location-dependent, why didn't all the other carts also experience the same thing? Just that one person, crossing the space-time portal, but it only affected him, so it just vanished? Maybe they're unstable, and they vanish after. I guess that would be my guess, that they're unstable. If crossed once, then they vanish. Maybe a few times, I don't know.
Case file number 1063, written by fanfictionmusiclover. The mystery of the chocolate plaque that fell from the sky. I'm in Turin, Torino, Italy, with an Erasmus exchange program. And yesterday, as I was on the escalator exiting the metro station in the Dante stop, and there was a man before me, his bag and jacket closed. He was about 2 steps away from me. As we approached the end of the escalator, suddenly a chocolate plaque fell out of nowhere, missing my head for a few inches. I was shocked. I instantly thought that the man before me had somehow lost it, and I grabbed it and ran to him to give it back. Thank God the guy spoke English, and he said that he hadn't lost the chocolate plaque and joked that it was a present for me by God or the universe. We both looked up and around us to make sure that someone wasn't looking for the chocolate, and then we parted ways laughing at this odd incident. I returned to my hotel room exhausted because of a long day and baffled by the chocolate, and I shared the incident with my roommate. She couldn't believe it either. We opened the chocolate, and as we ate it, I realized it had berries in it, which I'm allergic to. I rushed to get my anti-allergy pills and then timed my reaction just in case I needed medical attention. My roommate is studying the package, and she realizes that the chocolate has expired in October of 2022. Shocked once more, I'm left wondering how that chocolate plaque fell from the sky. No one was out on the balconies around the area, and no one was looking for it. I'm just at a loss for a logical explanation.
Case file number 1063. The mystery of the chocolate plaque that fell from the sky. So I can literally feel the excitement and energy from you in your writing. I love it. To be fair, I'd be excited as you if random chocolate was falling from the sky. So was this some elaborate assassination plot by allergy? Let's not go there. No, just some sky wizardry. Universe wizardry producing inedible chocolate for you. A cruel torture.
Bonus file, written by Rafyrya. My terrifying encounter with a shadow dog. This morning, I woke up at my usual time, 5 a.m., to go to the gym before classes. I am off campus, staying with my parents. However, they are away for a month, so I've had the house to myself. Well, anyways, every morning I wake up, let my dog out to go do his business, shower and brush my teeth, let him back inside before I get dressed and leave. This morning, I woke up feeling a little weird. The house had a strange energy, and my gut sensed that something was up. I let my dog out into our pitch-black backyard. The deck light didn't turn on like it usually does, which is unusual, but I thought nothing of it and went to get a shower. After my shower, I went back to the sliding glass door to put my dog in, and I could see him sitting there waiting for me. I opened the door and watched him, a large black lab, walk in and under a table. I then proceeded to close the door and walk to my room to get dressed. Here's where it gets weird. As I was leaving the area where the back door is, I felt that same strange feeling that I had been feeling all morning. I decided to look at the dog's bed and noticed he wasn't in it. So I looked back at the door and saw, to my utter confusion, that he was still sitting outside. My stomach instantly dropped. I could have sworn on my life that I watched him come in the house and under a table. I walked back to the door, let my actual dog inside, and instantly searched for my house to see if another animal came inside instead. I didn't find anything. As I thought more about it, the thing I let in before looked more like a shadow rather than a dog, and it moved differently, although it was around the same size. I called my girlfriend to tell her about it, as she was waiting for me at the gym, and she said it was probably just my imagination. But I have never ever imagined something this real. I wasn't even tired. I noticed that my dog was acting a little strange too, staring at one of our walls and growling quietly. I left soon after that and got on with my day. I am at a loss. If anyone has a possible explanation to ease my nerves, because I'm really dreading sleeping there alone tonight, I'd love to hear it.
Case notes for the bonus file. My terrifying encounter with a shadow dog. So was this a trick of the mind? Shadow on the wall. Sounds more than just a hallucination. I'm reminded of another story where a woman had to let her dog inside too, just before going to bed. Yeah, I think, or waking? No, just because she wanted to go to bed. And then the dog also had a strange vibe about them after, though they never saw any sort of shadow. It just was odd. Was like it was an imposter dog. Is something possessing our pets? Can that even happen? I don't like that idea. Now time for the quote of the day. Some people can't believe in themselves until someone else believes in them first. Sean Maguire. It is hard to believe in yourself, especially with no baseline. If you haven't accomplished enough yet, or even if you have, but sometimes if you're just put down as a child, it can be hard to appreciate your own achievements and your potential. So someone else coming along and saying, yeah, you have potential, or you've done amazing things. Embrace it, and it's okay to take pride in what you've done. I think we diminish pride a bit too much. You don't want to go to hubris, which is just pride on steroids that's undeserved and arrogant. But pride, to be proud of what you've done, that is good. And you have to internalize it and take it with you. It's important. Like the video, subscribe. Kinetic Symphony signing off.